Hi everybody, I'm making you a video today of a complete guide on how to drill holes on cabinet door for concealed hinge and installing the cabinet door onto the cabinets. Well, first of all, for drilling the holes on the cabinet door, the tool you need will be a power drill, a Phillips head drill bit, a small drilling bit, a 35mm Forstner bit, obviously the concealed hinges, the screws to mount them, and a combination square. This is optional, a large ruler. Well, first of all, you need to mark the position that you want to drill the holes. So use this combination rule. Mark 22 mil from the side of the cabinet door. Make 2 marks. 22. Then join these 2 dots. Double dot. And join these 2 dots with a long ruler. So that's where your hinge gonna rest, on this line. So as a rule of thumb, normally you can recess 8 centimeters from each side for the hinge to rest. But in my case, because I'm installing this cabinet door under a laundry sink, so I would require 14 centimeters on one side, and the other side we can go 8 centimeters. Alright. So make a cross mark. That's where the center of your concealed hinge gonna rest. So let's take out your small drilling bit to drill the pilot hole. A bit tricky because it's very small. Drill a small pilot hole, just a little bit. Drill a small pilot hole. So your Forstner bit, you can center your Forstner bit. Alright. So place the center of your Forstner bit into the pilot hole you just drilled. And when you drill the concealed hinge hole, don't drill all the way. Drill a little bit each time. Drill a little bit, then test fit first. Nope. A bit more. All right, seems all right. So repeat the process on the other hole. So put the center of your foster bed into the pilot hole you just drilled. Make sure you don't over drill. And test fit it. Well, it's good. It looks good. And then use your combination square. Place it here so you can align the conceal hinge properly, parallel, and mark the 2 holes for the screw to fix the hinges into place. Do the same thing with the other hinge. So make sure it's square. So drill small pilot holes for installing the screws. Get all the screws. Install the other hinge exactly the same way. Done. Now we have the conceal hinge mounted onto the cabinet door. We're ready to mount the cabinet door onto the cabinet. So basically the conceal hinge consists of 2 parts. One is the door mount and the other part is the cabinet mount. So you put the cabinet mount onto the door mount first by insert into the 2 little hooks here. And click in, just like that. I've already done the other bit. So now all we need to do is align the door onto the cabinet and mark where you need to put the screws in. Don't worry about accuracy. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 millimeters error, you can always adjust by using these screws, because they're designed to allow you to make some little adjustment. Alright. Now we drill pilot hole installing the screws. Now switch to a Phillips head. Do not tighten the screw yet, as you will need room to adjust them. So don't screw them all the way. Repeat the process on the other hinge. As you can see, there's a big gap on this side, and the door overlaps at the bottom, so that means you will need to adjust the screws to raise this end up a little bit. We tighten them further a little bit. The door is a little bit too low, so raise it a little bit first before you tighten them all the way. Raise it up. Now I'm installing the knob for the cabinet door. So drill the hole where the screws go in. Through and through. Now I'm drilling the hole to install the cabinet knob. This is a knob I found from a leftover project. Now I'm going to tell you a trick. What if your screw is too short, which cannot reach the knob? Well, that's easy. You don't need to change the screw if you can't find another one. Just grab yourself a larger drilling bit, which is wider than the cap of the screw. Put it on. So just drill from the other side of the door to open up the entry a bit more. And two, your screw can, still not enough. So when you drill the larger entry, so you can pop the screw further in. It's still short, but what you can do is you keep drilling that hole. But that's one way. I also found a longer screw. What happens if the screw is too long? Alright, this screw is a bit too long, so it doesn't give a tight fit. That's also easy to solve. Just use a few washers to reduce the length of the screw. Simple as that. Seems to me it's a perfect fit. So tighten it with a screwdriver. And that's it. Okay, cut. Now we have the door installed. So have a look at these gaps. If you find the door doesn't close properly, if there's any overlapping, or this gap is too big, this gap is too small, if you have difficulty close the door, you always have the option to adjust these screws. So for example, if you turn this screw to the left, it pushes the door outwards. Vice versa, turn it to the right, the door goes further in towards the cabinet. So play around with these screws, with these 4 screws, until you get a snug fit of the door to a cabinet. Yeah, seems good to me. All I need to do is add 2 stoppers here so the door can close properly and doesn't go in like that. That's it. All done. Thanks for viewing.